I've spent the last 20 years analyzing the global restaurant business from the inside out. I've studied the consumer habits and actions that feed this business every day. Innovation is found in places where few might look. It's where the real heartbeat of the restaurant business lies. Sometimes it's beneath the known Michelin stars or the glitz and the glamour of the posh addresses of the best restaurant districts in the business. I'm Paul Barron, and this is my show. And I'm in search of amazing food, stellar service, and that unforgettable experience. Welcome to Table 42. Chef, thanks a lot for letting us step into your kitchen. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm invading a chef's space. Sometimes I get to go, on Table 42, we get to go into the back of house. It's kind of one of those rarities.
You have a fun job.
Yeah, and you know, this is where the magic really does happen. I think a lot of times the restaurant guests, they kind of lose that connection to how much hard work goes into behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Before we get started though, let's learn a little bit about you.
Okay.
Kind of, where'd you come from? How did this culinary venture start for you?
So I started cooking when I was 3.5 with my mom. My sister went down for her nap and I used to help her bake cookies, and that love transitioned over to helping her with dinner. I grew up on a farm in Kentucky, so my grandparents had a huge garden. You know, so I learned from a very young age, you know, the whole farm to table, literally.
When you look at Culina, I mean, you are, of course, are trying to do some things a little differently here in terms of the culinary aspect. What is it that you're trying to show the guest that comes into a restaurant for the first time? What do you want to imprint upon them?
For me, dining is all about making yourself feel good, taking you back in time, and just comfort. So I want people to be able to come in here and really appreciate the fact that we don't mess with the ingredients too much. That, you know, that we want to showcase them in their, you know, brightest season available, and I want them to leave here with, you know, new ideas on how to create some of these things at home. I don't want it to be rocket science. I want people to be inspired.
All right, so Chef, man, these are some great dishes you've brewed up for us here. This first one, what are we looking at here?
So this is a recent addition. It is the buffalo ricotta and goat's cheese ravioli with spinach. We make all of our pastas in-house. So we've got porcini mushrooms, a little bit of our tomato sauce that we make here as well, and fresh thyme. And it's got some health aspects. You know, spinach is good for you.
Great looking dish too. It looks really, it has that savory attachment to it.
This is one that, you know, I think will definitely remind you of something that your grandmother made. It's just very homey and very welcoming, and that's what I want all my food to kind of transpire. You know, I want it to take people back to, you know, a good, happy place.
So Chef, this looks fun. It's one of my favorite dishes. Pork belly. I mean, that's like close to my heart. Now, okay.
Mine too. We have something in common. So what I've done here is I wanted to bring in some fall winter flavors. So I have our pineapple quince here.
Okay.
So I have that. I just cooked that in a little bit of white wine. And then next goes our chunk of pork belly, which we cure here in-house. There's fennel, citrus, garlic, a little bit of cumin and coriander as well to carry through. And then I have some brown butter hazelnuts.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
So that goes right over. And then what I also like is blood orange. It's delicious. It's in season. It's a great color. So it brings some nice acidity to the dish.
Gorgeous.
With the richness.
All right, Chef. So, I mean, now you get into some, you know, salads are one of those items that sometimes you're like, do I really want to eat a salad? But I have a feeling you have a surprise for us here.
I feel the same way. Salads, you kind of feel like you have to have them on the menu.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something a little bit different and use apples as the main ingredient or showcase it. Sweet apple, it's nice and crunchy. You have your chewy dates.
Yeah.
There's Sicilian almonds in there, so it brings a nice nutty sweetness to it as well. And then I have some cheese from Italy. It's called Piave.
Okay.
So it's really, really creamy. So you have I have sherry vinaigrette on it. So with all those aspects, I think it's fun to eat. You know, it's not just your typical lettuce salad.
All right, Chef, so now we've ventured out of the kitchen. And
off to our beautiful crudo bar.
yeah, what a great setup you guys have here. So first of all, let's just dive into this, this dish.
Let's get started. So we have here red snapper, and we have it diced up, and this is our tartare that we have here on the crudo station. We have a house-made tomato marmalata, which has a little bit of roasted garlic in it, fresh tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes.
Great flavors.
Yeah, we put lemon salt, chopped oregano, fresh chives, a tiny bit of pepperoncino just for a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
We have pickled fennel for crunch, and also some Castelvetrano olives. I do fresh squeezed lemon juice as well. It's nice that we have the space here. It's great on busy nights when it fills up. It just gives a really good vibe to the rest of the restaurant as well.
Yeah, gorgeous. This has been so much fun with you guys. I mean, just learning a little bit about your kitchen, kind of the style you guys are trying to bring out here at the restaurant, you know, and tying in kind of the unique elements of it, which is super cool. All right, so Joseph, we just stepped out of the kitchen with Chef back there. She really blew us away with some of the offerings that you guys are doing here at Culina Moderne. Man, first of all, we have to kind of understand, I mean, she's doing such a great job with just the whole culinary landscape of what you guys offer. How do you connect that to what you're doing here in the front of the house?
Sure. Well, you know, Culina obviously is one of the most beautiful restaurants I've seen and been a part of. Definitely kind of nestled away in the corner of the hotel. You kind of walk in past our host desk, and you're greeted by this rather long bar where the bar also doubles as our live action crudo bar. That walks you right beyond also our wine room, which has 3 massive windows exposing old Italian recipes on them. It's also hiding behind 250 wine labels that we have.
So Joseph, when you look at the guest of Culina, how do you guys feel you fit with the fine dining guest today? What's the attraction?
Well, the dining experience is absolutely a primary focus of us. The guest is our ultimate a goal to really satisfy them and create a memorable experience. We do want it to be more welcoming, and we want to offer an atmosphere that's conducive to people enjoying themselves versus being fearful of using the wrong fork for the inappropriate course.
Yeah.
One of the things that we do, however, is really try to personalize the service. You know, we're not robots, and the recognition of our guests, I think, also provides an additional level of comfort, which you don't typically find at a lot of restaurants like us.
Right. Your space is amazing. This has really been fun talking to you guys, learning a little bit more about how you guys are really rocking it here in Los Angeles with great fine dining.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks for letting us come in.
My pleasure.